where'd you get to yesterday?
Don't.
Why, what happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Really?
Really.
What, Dan?
Dan.
Well, he can't be as bad as Tony.
Don't you believe it?
Yeah, well, I'll swap you. Does Dan ever talk to you?
What do you mean?
About what goes on inside him, emotional stuff and that?
Well, only when he's taken something, and then it's mostly rubbish.
Just that Tony doesn't talk to me at all.
It's not just Tony. It's men. They're hopeless, they all are.
Is he worried I'm trying to get my claws into him or something? It's just that I'm not like that, and he knows it.
You talk to any woman,
There's something going on with him, it's driving me mad.
and they tell you exactly the same thing. Men are emotional cripples.
Ew, it's just so frustrating.
And you haven't got any idea what it's about.
So, what's so awful about yesterday, then?
Dan and me go out for a day in the country, right? It's supposed to be a normal day, you know, like what normal people do. He only does an E.
Oh, for God's sake.
We end up sitting in this field with him singing all the songs he can remember from Piggin' Postman Pat. I was so bored. When he does finally start to come down and I want to have a chat, all he can say is, "Baby, we're going to be rich."
Well, that's something.
Not if it means doing it his way. I mean, he thinks he's going to get away with it. What makes him so special?
Yeah, well, Tony had a bloke at the door yesterday. A punter complaining, saying he wanted his money back. I know, that's what I thought. Tony reckons it's a one-off, a fluke.
It'll be the old Bill next.
They could both end up in jail.
That's not funny.
I never said it was.
Yeah, right. Bye.
I had a fantastic day, man. Everything in the world was exactly as it ought to be. Amazing.
Do you not think we should talk about that bloke yesterday? I've had nothing but hassle about that last lot we sold.
Yeah, well, you know why? We were sold a bum deal.
We should have dumped it then.
And lost how much? So it was a bit trippy, so what?
So he didn't like it.
Well, how many did he take?
He wouldn't go away till I gave him his money back.
Did you?
He was a big bloke, Dan.
That is a very disturbing precedent you've set there, Tony. Don't do it again.
I think we should move flats.
You're overreacting, man. One punter, that's all. You're unlucky. Dump it. Forget about it. Start thinking about the weekend.
Why's that?
Because you and me are set to make a killing, mate.
Is that meant to be some sort of sick joke?
What's got into you, man?
The guy had a really bad time.
He'd have taken a bucketful. Look, we can't be responsible for every idiot out there.
He only wanted the price of 2 pills.
I said forget it. Besides...
What?
This stuff I road tested yesterday, man. The business. By the time we finish flogging that lot, we won't be getting complaints. We'll be getting a Nobel Flaming Peace Prize.
If you're going to hand in your notice this morning, you better think about getting a move on. Loz.
Oh, I'm just sitting here wondering.
What?
Is it worth it?
Is what worth it?
All this, moving down to London, uprooting ourselves. Packing in my job, I must be mad.
Oh, don't tell me this.
I should have knocked this on the head right at the start. As soon as Joe came looking for you, I should have told him exactly what you were like. But I kept my mouth shut. I must be crazy.
But he's got his heart set on you coming down to London. You can't change your mind at the last minute like this.
I know that. And that's what's so depressing about it. Have you got the car keys? I'll be about an hour. Have everything ready to go in the car when I get back. And don't worry, I won't say anything to Cindy. But can you be so sure of Joe? He works with her old man, remember? Oh, and take this chance to phone your mistress, why don't you? Before she phones you.
Depressed, Sam.
Oh, don't be, Nige. I think we should just jack in the whole idea.
Well, that's the spirit that made Britain what it is today. I mean, I was lucky it was just no records he smashed and not my head. Hey, Nige, so you're happy to write off your entire record collection just like that, are you?
I thought you were going to pay half.
Out of future profits, yeah.
What future profits? We can't have a 70s night if we haven't got any 70s records, can we?
Right, so you're resigning, yeah? No problem.
No, I didn't say that. 2 chips,
Because
please.
no one's indispensable. I can always get onto the original DJ. His wife will have dropped the baby by now. He'll be over the moon.
Look, there's no need to be so rash.
It's make your mind up time, Nige. Are you in or out?
In.
Good.
Yeah.
Cheers.
What about the records?
Well, I'll go and see Winston. He's got loads of contacts. We could lease them off him, cut a good deal. Are you listening? Meanwhile...
Meanwhile, what?
we still need publicity, right? So what I suggest you do in your lunch break...
Look, are you mad? Do you think I'm going out and putting posters up again after what happened yesterday?
No, just let me finish. What I suggest you do in your lunch break, right, is go and see you and Lenny at the club. Because they're always putting posters up and they don't get any hassle. We should find out what they do. What's the matter? Look, Nigel, I won't beat you up. Look, I just feel like I'm doing absolutely everything again. Look, all I'm asking is for you to go and have a chat, that's all. Why don't we go together? All right, then. Get the teas, mate.
What are you staring at? You can hang around here, you can make yourself useful. You can stack these for me. I've got a bit of laundrette in a minute.
I'm not your slave.
Listen to me, young lady. I've had about enough of this. It's about time you learnt some manners.
Nobody understands.
Nobody understands what?
Can't play me trumpet, can't have me room decorated, and I can't have...
What can't you have?
Doesn't matter.
All right, how'd it go?
All right, thanks. Did you phone Cindy?
Yeah, she went in though. I have to wait now. Right, everything's packed. This is for the car, and that lot's got to go up in the loft. I made some sandwiches. Do you want one? You still mad with me?
David, I wash my hands. I mean, you do what you've got to do one way or the other. I don't care. All I ask is that you're straight with Joe, whatever your plans are. Because if you lie to him again, I'll kill you. Do you understand?
I think you made yourself clear. I know what I've got to do, Lorraine. It's just doing it. I'm a coward, really.
Well, tell me something I don't know.
I want to do the right thing, though. I really do.
Well, you could make a start by going up to the cemetery. Spend some time at Karen's grave.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe later on if there's time. I've got to get this stuff up in the loft first. Don't hate me.
I don't hate you. Where's that photograph of Karen and Joe? It was here first thing this morning.
I probably packed it. I didn't notice.
Oh, it's not in the stuff to go up in the loft.
Look, Lorraine, if I was to say sorry...
I've heard you say sorry so many times, David. I don't want to hear it again. Now, come on, which box is it in? I want you to come down to London with me.
Don't do that.
It's important.
Oh, whatever happened to lunch breaks? Sonia, what are you doing?
Mum,
What?
well, you know Bianca's dad?
Well, what about him?
David Wicks.
Yes, I know Bianca's dad is, Sonia. Yes, I haven't forgotten.
Well, how old were you when you first met him?
Well, why do you want to know?
You were dead young, weren't you?
So?
Well, I've worked it out. If you're 34 now and Bianca's just 19,
All right, so you're good at arithmetic.
was you in love with him?
I'll tell you the whole story one day, Sonia, but not now, love.
Must have been dead romantic. Must have been like Romeo and Juliet, the whole world against you.
I'm not going to get drawn into this one, Sonia. But I'll tell you one thing, look. There's nothing like Romeo and Juliet.
Yes, Sonia, you know that Oasis CD you got?
Shh.
What?
Right, I'm here. We're going to see Hugh and Lenny, right?
Right.
Right. There's only one problem. I ain't got nobody to cover the stall.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, why don't you ask Sonia?
Sonia!
Half a minute. What are we talking?
What about?
Anything, don't matter.
Well, what are you doing?
It's called playing hard to get.
Yeah, well, what do I say?
Anything, rhubarb, rhubarb.
Rhubarb, rhubarb.
Is that it? Come on, let's go.
What, am I supposed to come with you?
No, you can go on your own, am I? Come on. Did you want something?
Can you do me a small favour? There's someone I need to go and see. Can you look after the stall for a bit?
Yeah, of course we will.
Great. And if anyone asks for me, tell them I'll be back in a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, darling.
That's right. Just call me darling.
Where does he think he's going?
You don't have any fun anymore, Dan.
Well, I'm having plenty of fun.
You know Tiff and Tony had some bloke round yesterday complaining about a dodgy E.
Well, Tiff should learn to keep her mouth shut.
And you worried?
Will you stop moaning, Mel?
Because you should be.
Look, I don't hear you moaning about the money I make, or the fact that we eat out whenever we like, go to clubs, pay fancy prices. I don't remember you giving me back any of the presents I bought you. Get me have a beer, will you?
Get it yourself.